T2 and T3, since the potentiometer is set at 15%, that means the wiper is turned only 15% of the way. Well, 15% of 1 kilo ohm gives us 150 ohms. Let us take a look at the demonstration using multi-sync. We have the multimeter connected to the center, that's the wiper, on one side. As we turn the wiper, in other words, vary the resistance, we can see we're moving from 0 ohms all the way up to a maximum of 900 ohms. So we have 300 ohms between T2 and T3. That means if we measure between T1 and T2, would measure 700 ohms. We're going to take a look at how to connect up the voltmeter as a voltage divider. We need a DC power supply and a multimeter to measure the voltage. First, we connect the DC power supply to terminals T1 and T3 of the potentiometer. Using the multimeter, we connect to the output, which is the center terminal of the wiper, on the other side to ground. We run the simulation. We see that the wiper is set at 15%. 15% of 10 volts is 1.5 volts. And as I increase the wiper, increase the percentage, 65% all the way to 100%, which gives us 10 volts. We can connect a light bulb. This is a 5-volt light bulb, one side to the center terminal, the other side to ground. When we run the simulation, we see the light bulb does not come on because we're at 15%, that's at 1.5 volts. Okay. At 5 volts, the light bulb does come on, which is 50%. So the potentiometer is giving us half of the supplied DC voltage. And of course, if we increase beyond that to 10 volts, it's a 5-volt light bulb, so we will destroy the light bulb. We can go to www.tinkercad.com and use the breadboard to build a circuit that will measure the voltage while we rotate the wiper on the potentiometer. Okay, we've built the circuit. We're using a 9-volt battery. That's our potentiometer. We plugged it into the breadboard. We've connected our voltmeter to measure the voltage from the center terminal to one side. We'll start the simulation. The potentiometer arm is all the way to one side, which is why it's giving us 0 volts. As we swing the arm to the other side, midway, we get about 4.5 volts. 3/4 of the way, about 7.56, and all the way we get 9 volts.